Prova, prova, prova. Ok, va. Sì, sì. Prova, prova. No, Sandro aspettiamo. Sandro, ci sei te? Quando volete? Eh, cosa? Pronto? Prova?
Dimmi se siamo in streaming, così quando siamo in streaming, quando partiamo, partiamo. No, no, vai, mandi in streaming.
Posso lasciarlo qua? Ah, sono... sold out, sold out. Ma... Dici di... Se parlate italiano voi? Italiani? Sì. La faremo in inglese perché fa più figo. Esatto. Ok. Welcome everybody. We do today the presentation of the GRF system, so the grid raised floor, the last system introduced by Eterno Ivica. Together with me is Sandro. It's the head of our new academy department, so showing around Europe to our customer how to install raised floor. So whenever Sandro is ready, we can start to show you how to install the floor, starting from our pedestal, basic elements. Sandro, quando vuoi cominciamo. Sandro has already laid the pedestal. In this case is a prime pedestal. That is a special pedestal with only 3 elements. You can reach up to 42 centimeter. In this case, it's prime 1 and prime 2. So 2 models. You start easily by leveling the pedestal, which you do with different types of ways. And then you start laying the polypropylene grid. This grid is a patented grid, especially for the connection. Lateral connection has a special shape that allows to link very tightly the grids between them. So they will not move when they are laid down. So it's very tight. When you connect the tiles, the polypropylene tiles, you can see on the corner it always remains a hole that you can use to go with the adjustment key and fix the height of the pedestal. In this way, you can lay down the grids. Even when they are all laid down, you can still go with the key, and it allows you to regulate the height of the floor. So you don't have to remove it and replace. You just use the adjustment key. So you don't need any special element on the side, on the edge. You just go and touching the edge with the grid. Now you can see this is a new special feature on our pedestal. It's a patented easy breakable feature. So now installers don't need to cut with a item, with a saw, the base of the pedestal. You can just break it. You can break it with your hand, and it allows you to reach the edge of the terrace easily, to put the pedestal as close as possible. So in this way, you increase the mechanical strength, because the pedestal can go very, very close to the edge. This is the metal clip. Metal clip will be used later to do the vertical part, where we will put a slab on the vertical to connect with the horizontal. So, Sandro is laying the last row of pedestal. Again with the adjustment key, you can see it's very easily. You can adjust the height to reach the level you want. The grid is a 4 centimeter grid, so it's very strong. Polypropylene with carbonate is a very, very good mix. It makes the grid very strong. It doesn't deflect so much, doesn't bend so much. So it can withstand very high weights. Usually with 4 pedestal only on the corner, the grid is 50 by 50. You can withstand 800 kilogram per grid. On the center, so on the side even more. You can also use a central pedestal. You can put a pedestal in the middle of the grid. If you put one pedestal in the middle, of course the consume of pedestal consumption increase, but you can withstand up to 1,300 kilograms, so even more. Maybe you have furniture, you have tables, you have, you know, in your outdoor garden, you can withstand very high weights. So you can see the special connection. This is a special connection I was telling you. Keeps all the polypropylene grids very tight, well connected. Now you can see Sandro laying the second row of grids. GRF system is the last system that we introduced. With the pedestal only, you could lay different size of tiles, but you were forced to follow a pattern. Then we introduced the VUDEC. With the aluminum joist, you could change and use different size. With the GRF, you have a maximum freedom. You have maximum freedom because you create a continuous surface. You can do anything you want on it. You can play, you can put, as we will see later, you can put ceramic together with artificial grass, together with any surface you want. Only thing we are testing, still testing, you cannot use any surface, especially with the natural stone, so not ceramic, but natural stone. You should avoid using less than maybe 3 centimeter. Ceramic 2 centimeter is perfect. Even 1 centimeter, but not, we don't suggest. Maybe with the central pedestal is okay, but we suggest 2 centimeter. Natural stone, at least 3. So 3 and above. In that way, you are sure you will not break anything and everything will stay very tight. So as you can see, Sandro is starting now with the PR2, so the second model of the Prime pedestal, to reach even higher height. And the Prime has also the feature of the self-leveling head. So the head is moving and recovering the slope. So you can see the basement has a slope, but with the self-leveling feature of the pedestal, Prime has this feature, you can actually recover the slope, and the final floor is very flat, very flat. Final floor is 0% slope. So in this way, we guarantee water drainage. Water goes down and goes away. But on the top, you have a flat surface. So if you have a furniture, a table, or anything, it will be completely flat. As you can see, with the adjustment key, it's very easy. It's very easy to go later, even if you have already installed the grid. And fix little slopes that maybe you still have. So, as I was saying, you don't have to use any special perimeter edge with the grid. You just lay the grid, you go against the wall. Metal accessories you use for this side, the side you can see, because it's the side where maybe you want to realize some vertical closure. So you want to put a vertical piece of slab, or you want to put a vertical perimeter, as Sandro will show. So it's very, very easy system, pedestal and grid. Now that Sandro will start to lay down the slabs, the third element of the system is a spacer called the DLG. It's a round element with the tabs, because in this case, you have to keep a distance between the slabs. It can be 2, 3, 4 millimeters to guarantee water drainage. So now, Sandro is starting actually from the vertical enclosure. So as you can see, he has pre-cut the vertical piece. Of course, you have to pre-cut with an angle that you have to calculate on site. But the final result is very neat, very clean. And with the metal profile, you make it actually elegant, nice. Now Sandro is laying down the DLG. This is the round element that you use as a spacer for the slabs, to keep the distance between the slabs. Standard, you have a 4 millimeter gap between the slabs, but For architectural aesthetic purpose, you can have up to 2. So smaller gap. For also safety feature, for example, in Switzerland, you can reach up to 8 millimeter, very large gap, because you want to guarantee very high water drainage per hour, more and more liters per hour. But 4 millimeter, trust us, standard is enough. Water drainage is much higher than any draining product that you could lay, not raised floor. For a raised floor, water drainage is guaranteed, is very strong. So this is plastic perimeter spacer. This is a new element we patented actually, because as a special element, you can break on site. You can choose how far from the wall you want to keep the tile. So you have 3 different distances. You choose, you break the other, and you use only with the distance that you want. So you have not 3 different one, but one with 3 different special tabs. So now Sandro is breaking the tabs that he doesn't need. Quanto hai lasciato, Sandro, di spessore dalla parete? In this case, he is leaving 10 millimeter from the wall. So you have 10 millimeter. Also, the space on the wall, the space between the wall and the tiles, the perimeter space, also that is useful for water drainage. So you will not have water accumulating near the wall, as it could happen with a glue down system. Even on the wall, water is draining down. So you can see the first tile. Sometimes it's easier for installers to use vacuum instruments. Allows you to lift the tiles easily than with your hands. Also, Eterno Ivica is supplying these vacuum items. So if you are interested, you can ask our commercial people. So as you can see, the metal profile reaches exactly the level of the tile. So the perimeter enclosures is very nice, very neat. Now Sandro will finish to lay down the tiles, but you can already see the finished floor. Nothing changes from a basic system without the grid, but with the grid, you are more guaranteed about any type of movement, any type of breakage. It works as a safety grid also. It never happens, but if it happens that you drop something very heavy and you break a tile, very rare, but you know that the pieces will not fall down, so they will stay there. You will remove them and then place a new tile. As I was explaining to you, GRF allows you to place down different size of tiles. In this case, this is a 45 centimeters. So as you can see, you can lay down any type of ceramic slabs. You can lay down all together, and that gives you a very high freedom during the design phase and during the installation phase. Very easy to install. With the spacer, you place them wherever you need, so you keep always the 4 millimeter gap between all the tiles. You can see already this metal profile, which is in the other direction, perpendicular to the vertical enclosure. Actually, this is a T profile. It's a T profile that we will see. Allows you to install different types of finishings, also together. In this case, you have a 60 by 60 ceramic slab, 45 by 60 ceramic slabs, and you will see we will place together also artificial grass. Because with GRF system, actually, you can lay down rolls of artificial grass together with ceramic, so you can do multi finishings, multi-material. You can actually open your possibilities to do a nice raised floor. So the laying of the ceramic slabs is finished. Now Sandro will go with the artificial grass. Artificial grass comes in rolls that you just unroll. It's 2 meters by 10, and you just easily place next to the T-profile. Actually, it's important to mention that you have to use this bituminous band. This is for the installation and to fix together the different rolls, because rolls, of course, must be sealed together on the perimeter. So with this band, you can connect different rolls together and make it a unique artificial grass. Very nice. And just to remember, when you use artificial grass, because it's a raised floor, we want to avoid electrostatic discharge. Now, artificial grass is made with a special material, but we suggest to use sand. So siliceous sand, you put 4 or 5 kilograms by square meter. You will make the floor very heavy. It will withstand also more, powerful wind. So we avoid any kind of problem. But this and all the information you find on the catalog. And we have also Sandro, me from the R&D department, and any of our colleagues is ready to answer email. And we are here, of course, until Friday for you. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you, Sandro, and enjoy. Thank you very much. Tu puoi stare là così per me, tutto il giorno. Così. Bene, dai, grazie. Tu puoi stare là.